Hello everyone. Today I have my 2000 Audi S4, which I'm trying to remove my after run coolant pump. I'm going to attempt to remove it without having to remove the intake manifold. I'm going to attempt it. I've heard it could be done, but I'm not 100% sure. As you can see in there, see? You see all that? It's water coming from the pump, and it was leaking. As you can see, you could probably see it over there. It's leaking. And it was going down. I thought it was the actual water pump, but after I remove all this other stuff, I put the car in service mode. Then I took a look in there and I saw that it was leaking there. So I'm going to attempt to do this, but I might have to remove it. I'll let you guys know in a minute. So from what I can see, I might have to disconnect that clamp that goes to the pump. Let's see, let's take a look at it together. So we have a clamp over here in the front, then we have a clamp all the way in the back there, which is connected to the pump. I know it has a electrical connection in the back, but I might be able to get it from the top. I already removed the white pipe that goes on top, so I might have a little access through here. It's not a lot of space, but I'm going to try my best. We'll see how it goes. I know that so it has one clamp right there. So it's basically two hoses attached to that pump. This is one on the left, and then it's the other one that connects right here. So I'm gonna try to remove both of those with a long needle nose plier. And then I'm gonna try to remove the connector in the back somehow. We'll see. Looking back here, I had to remove the injection pump that was located in this area. So you have to remove that with this bracket. It has a few hoses attached to it, so it goes attached to that hose that looks like a T, and then it has that connection with the brown and red wire. Also disconnect that vacuum hose from there, from the firewall, just so I can get more space. And now I can see that connection. Now I have more access to the pump through the back. So here you can see the blue connector there. The blue connector, that's the back of the pump. I'm going to disconnect that and see if I can put my hands through there and maybe undo the two hoses that are attached to the pump. I had to remove the power steering pump. I didn't want to do that. That was not what I wanted to do at all. Didn't want to open the system, but I was trying every different angle, every different way to get those clamps out, and it was basically impossible for me. So since I already have the front tore up, I just decided to take the power steering pump off, and this is the clamp from this side. I'm gonna remove it from here, and then I'm gonna remove that other clamp over there, and hopefully I'm able to remove it from the front of the car like this. So it's almost out. Oh wow. Okay. No wonder it was leaking. Look at that. That was completely broken apart. see. Yeah, look at that. Completely broken apart. Yeah. No wonder it was leaking. So, okay, that hose is off. So now I'm gonna try to get that one, that clamp all the way over there. See how that goes. Finally, I was able to remove that clamp. It was really hard to do. Now it's completely off. Now I'm gonna try to fish it out of the little space there. And the pump is off. Finally. Took a while to get it out of the hole there. As you can see, this thing was completely broken and no good. So tomorrow I'm gonna get a new pump, put it on, and I'll show you guys how to put it back on. So this goes like this. It has two grommets holding it. So I recommend, now in hindsight, probably spraying a little bit of WD-40 on this grommet. So when you're trying to fish it out, it will slide easier, because this is what was holding the pump in place. So it took me a while to get it out. So maybe with some WD-40, it'll slide in with a new pump, and should be it, I think. So I'll come back with this tomorrow morning. So everything's back together. It was a big struggle to do all this. Next time I'm going to remove the intake, even though it's a lot of work, but it's much easier than to doing it this way. My hands are destroyed, scratch myself all over the place. So it can be done, but not recommended. This thing was really hard to do. So it's done. Hopefully it doesn't leak. If I ever have to do this again, I'm going to remove the intake. It's much easier. I don't have to deal with the clamps and all the other things that have to do with the power steering pump. This hose broke when I was taking it off, so I had to replace that. Luckily I had another one around, so I replaced that, put everything back on. I'll show you once the car is running. Hopefully there's no more leak, because I don't want to do this again. This is how hard it was. But at the end of the day, it can be done, and you don't have to remove the intake. So, well, car's been on for about 30 minutes, and it's a success. No leaks anywhere. Everything seems to be working, and I guess that's the way you do it. As I said before, best way to do it is removing this. Even if you have to remove all these hoses and all the bolts that are attached to the intake, I think that's the best way to go. That way you don't have to open the power steering system. You won't have any leaks. I guess it can be done. That's the final thing I can say. You can do it without removing the intake. I do not recommend it. So I just wanted to do it just to make sure that it's something that can be done. So there you have it, guys. Car's back on. Everything's working. If you have any questions or comments, just hit that comment section below, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.